So she grabs a flower pot and she's like, you brat, open the fucking door. I don't have my keys. Now, Lindsay is like 5, like at most. What the fuck is wrong with you, dude? The movie starts, super iconic scene. We're at the Myers house, the POV of Michael. Everybody knows this scene. Everybody has seen it. So Michael's being a little fucking creep, running around the house, spying on his fucking sister and boyfriend. And they're getting ready to do the thing, whatever, you know. They run upstairs and Michael goes... And he runs around, right? He makes it in. He's reaching for the drawer, and you get to see his costume for the first time. He gets the biggest knife. You have a little kid in the house, and you just have this drawer full of these knives. What were you expecting to happen, first off? All right, so Michael gets the knife. The way it's shot is that he's holding it up like this the entire time from here on out, right? That's some determination. And then Michael's walking up. He's getting ready to go up the stairs. He peeks the corner. And there's no possible way that they could be done yet, right? Well, sure as shit, this guy comes fucking... He's on the stairs. He's getting dressed. He's like, oh, wasn't that good? And he fucking ran out. The guy's left, so Michael's creeping up. Boom. Ba-bum, 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 ba-bum. So Michael finds his little clown mask. He puts it on. It's a great shot of us looking through the mask. He walks in. His sister's not dressed. She's doing her hair, though, even though she'd have to put on a t-shirt afterwards. I don't know. It's whatever. She sees Michael, and she's like, what the fuck, you little pervert? And Michael doesn't like being called that, so he stabs her like 100 freaking times. The shot is great. You get Michael looking at himself, like stab her and stuff. It's great. This does not fit. And then Michael just leaves. After you do something like that, usually the best course of action is you just fucking go. Michael makes it outside. A car pulls up. He's just fucking standing there like this with a fucking knife. They pull off the mask. It's a little kid. I remember the first time I watched it, it was great. I wasn't expecting it to be a kid at all. I hadn't heard anything about the movie, so totally unexpected. Great job. So there's something really cool about this shot that I'd never noticed before. Like, I'm literally, with all my videos, I go through the movie as I talk about it. But watching that, what I wanted to talk about was his mom's blank stare. Her little kid is fucking holding a knife standing there. The knife is covered in blood. She looks like she doesn't care at all. But watching it, and like the zoom out shot, it looks like the parents, it looks like everything else is frozen. The dad is in a weird position, one leg up, he's holding the mask and he's like this, but nobody's moving. The little kid, Michael, he's like twitching because they have him in a clown costume in the dead of night holding a really heavy prop knife or whatever. So he's probably... He probably couldn't help it. But it seriously looks like everything else is frozen. I don't know what that means, but I just noticed it. And there's so many little things in this movie that you fucking see the next time or the next time or the next time. It's great. All right, and then we cut. It's a car driving in the rain. It's a nurse and Dr. Loomis in the car. Anyone who's seen more of the movies knows what a fucking psycho this guy is. I love Dr. Loomis. I love him in the later films especially. Even in this movie, we'll get into a little bit. He does some weird things. They're talking about Michael. They got to like take him upstate or something so Loomis can make sure he stays locked up forever. I think they say it's been 15 years. That sounds right in my mind. So we're going to say 15 years. They're talking. Nobody takes this guy fucking seriously. Except for Dr. Loomis. Nobody takes Michael seriously. Dr. Loomis is the only one who gets it. So they're driving, and then the creepiest fucking... I would have just turned the car around, and Dr. Loomis would have been like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. They pull up, there's a bunch of fucking patients outside. It's super creepy. The shot is so well done. You're not expecting it. Anyway, so they pull up. Dr. Loomis is like, I gotta go check on something. He runs up to the gate. He's like talking to somebody or whatever. Well, fucking Michael, he jumps onto the car, and the sound is incredible. I don't know how to do it. Or he starts shaking the car. He's a little prankster throughout this movie. And then he grabs her. Fucking scariest situation. While he's grabbing her, she like floors it. I remember the first time I watched this movie, I thought she was going to run right into the doctor, the bald guy. No, she like turns and stuff. And she does the right thing. She fucking scoots to the other side. Well, Michael fucking ain't your normal guy. So he smashes his hand on the window. She fucking books it. Again, the right call. And Michael fucking jumps in and he fucking peels out of there. Fucking see ya, bitches. And then we get to our little town, Haddonfield in Illinois. And then it starts and you see Lori. She's coming out of her house. She's got to go like drop off a key at the Myers place. And then I'm pretty sure his name is Tom or Tommy or something. Little kid comes running up. Lori's got to babysit him tonight. She's like, I got to drop this key off. And the kid, he does the kid thing. Why? He starts talking about how the house is haunted and something terrible happened there. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Everybody knows. She sends the kid away. She's like, get the fuck out of here, you brat. The kid runs, right? She starts walking to school or whatever. She's singing a song. Fucking Michael shows up. You don't get to see all of him. Just a shoulder. But the fucking breathing. The breathing is incredible in this. He's just heavy breathing, fucking staring. Fantastic. No musical jump scare or anything when it happens. He just pops up. We cut. Dr. Loomis is having like a fucking argument with some fucking weirdo asshole guy. Dr. Loomis is like, hey, I know where he's going. And they're like, no, you don't. No fucking way. Or whatever. I don't know. And then you get to the classroom shot. Everybody knows the classroom. It's fucking fantastic. Lori's just sitting there. Fucking school's boring. She looks out the fucking window. And there's Michael with the car he stole. Fucking standing there in his mask. Incredible. Incredible shot. She turns, she answers a question. She turns back. Fucking Michael's not there. Whatever. He does that a lot. Gosh, that's so cool. And then we come back to little Tommy, or Tom, whatever the fuck it is. He's got the biggest fucking pumpkin alive. He's got this big pumpkin, and then these 3 fucking little assholes, they're bullying him. What are you gonna do? Carve a pumpkin on Halloween? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Fucking the kid trips right onto the pumpkin, and it breaks. It's ruined. Well, the other kids, they go, oh my gosh, and they run. Well, Michael grabs one of the bullies. He lets the kid go. I don't really know why. Well, Tommy makes a huge fucking mistake. Tommy, fuck! I cannot get it. Anyway, he leaves the pumpkin there. That's fucking littering. You're on Michael's list now. Congratulations. Idiot. Michael, like, follows him while he walks through the schoolyard. It's a really cool shot. We cut back to Loomis. He's on, like, a payphone. This whole scene is literally just showing that how he got his fucking mechanic suit. He walks up to the car, refuses to walk a fucking foot forward to see the body in the bushes. Whatever. So then we cut, and it's the 3 main girls. They're all walking together or whatever. You have Lori, Annie, and the totally girl. I don't know her name. So they're walking, and Lori, she forgot her fucking chemistry book or something. Whatever. Who fucking cares, right? Well, Michael pulls around the corner, and he's driving, and he's in his mask, and they're like, isn't that Devon? Or whoever, I don't know. And he's looking at him, he's like, oh. And then Annie signs her own fucking death certificate, and Annie's like, hey, asshole, speed kills, you fucking idiot. Are you crazy? There's kids in this neighborhood. Well, Michael didn't like that, so he slams on the brake, and all 3 of the girls, they go, oh shit. They're looking at Annie, they're like, oh, you fucking bitch, what the fuck did you do? Michael, he drives away. So Annie is not a nice person, it seems. So after the whole Michael incident, right, they're walking, and she's like, oh, my boyfriend's grounded, or whatever the fuck it is. Annie is like, oh, I'm babysitting, you know? I can't believe I have to fucking do that tonight. And Lori's like, oh, I'm babysitting too, we can like hang out and stuff. Annie says, oh great, my 3 choices are fucking watching the kids, fucking hanging out with Totally Girl, or you. Fuck you, bitch. I hope somebody kills you and ritualistically puts you on a bed with their sister's gravestone above you. Fuck you. God, the music is so good in this. Such a good job. Oh my gosh. So Lori starts going fucking crazy. So Totally Girl, she goes back to her house. So now it's just Lori and Annie. Well, fucking Lori looks up and Michael's at a bush. And he's like, sup, ladies? And Lori's like, there's a fucking guy up there. So Annie, she's like, I'm gonna kill this motherfucker. She walks up to the bushes. He's gone. So they split up. Lori goes home. She's putting all her stuff away. She looks out the window, and in like the middle of a clothesline is Michael. He's looking up. Fucking terrifying. The mask fucking sells it. It's so good. While she's fucking looking, he fucking disappears. Even worse, right? So she's super fucking scared. Well, the fucking Totally Girl calls her, and she's just chewing on the phone. It's fucking terrible. Well, Lori's already fucking spooked, so she fucking slams the phone down. Totally Girl calls her back, and everything is fucking squared away. Alright, so then we cut. It's Loomis and some fucking gravedigger or whatever. They're walking through the graveyard. Loomis is like, hey, why don't you shut your fucking mouth for a second? Where the fuck is this grave? And the gravedigger's like, oh, these fucking kids. Somebody stole the headstone. And Loomis is like, I know who did it. Alright, we cut again. It's Lori and Annie in a car. They're doing drugs. Well, Michael's fucking right behind them. For so long, Michael is just fucking right in their ass. Somebody broke into a fucking Halloween store. I don't get this part. She's like, oh my gosh, it's my dad. Hide the drugs. She does. Why didn't you just drive past the fucking Rob's store? Like, her dad wasn't looking at first. You could have just gone around. Whatever. And then there's a bit of a funny shot. Loomis shows up. He talks to the sheriff, Annie's dad. He's like, oh, hey, I gotta talk to you about something. And the sheriff's like, all right. The sheriff walks away, and Loomis is like this. Well, while he's looking, Michael drives right past him. And it's such a good shot. Michael sneaks by like a hair. So it cuts again. It's Lori and Annie in the car. They're talking about fucking who cares. Michael is still fucking following them. He is so upset about what she fucking said about him speeding through a fucking residential neighborhood. He's so upset. He follows them till it's fucking dark outside. Does he know how to get gas? I don't know. Little questions. The red car parks, Lori's car. It parks. He parks right behind him. How the fuck did you not notice somebody following you the whole time? So kids are trick-or-treating and shit. Annie shows up to the house. She needs a babysit. Fucking Michael is right fucking there. It's fucking great, right? Michael's just standing there menacingly. So it cuts to Loomis and the sheriff. They're in the old Myers house where we saw the beginning, right? That it was the beginning. Well, somebody ate a fucking dog. And Loomis is like, he was here. He was here. So we cut to Lori babysitting. Fuck it. I'm going to look it up. So Lori's babysitting Tommy. I had to look up the fucking name. It was driving me crazy. So Lori hops on the phone with Annie. They're talking, you know, haha, hee hee. Well, this fucking big ass German Shepherd walks into the room with Annie and he starts barking and growling and shit. And Annie's like, this stupid fucking mutt. I hope somebody strangles him to death. So for whatever reason, Michael like stops looking at Annie and stuff. It cuts back to Tommy and he's looking through the window and fucking Michael is staring right at the house. And it is the creepiest fucking thing. The mask and stuff, it's so good. It's so good. What a great costume design. But yeah, Michael's just fucking... Obviously, Tommy's freaked the fuck out, right? So Tommy, he runs up to Lori and he's like, there's a fucking guy out there. And Lori's like, if you interrupt my fucking phone call again, I'll beat you to death. Fuck off. Your parents aren't here to save you. We cut back to Annie talking. It's a great shot of Michael fucking stalking her. So while Michael's looking, Annie fucking spills a bunch of butter on herself. She goes, fuck. He fucking knocks over a flower pot. Fucking, what bad timing. Michael fucking books it out of there. It cuts and fucking Annie's taking care of her fucking ruined clothes now and shit. Well, the dog starts barking again. And the dog walks right up to Michael. Bad move, dude. The dog starts barking and she's like, oh, I wish somebody would fucking kill that dog. So Michael picks up the dog and he kills it. Right? And she's like, thank goodness, it's dead, and moves on with her night. So Annie goes to the laundry room, right? It cuts the door. It like almost slams shut. It doesn't. It cuts back to Annie, back to the door, and there's fucking Michael again. Fucking creepily staring into the room. The door slams shut. She's fucking locked in the laundry room. Very embarrassing. So she's calling out for Lindsay, right? Lindsay's not fucking having it. She's watching her movies. Well, Paul is calling or whatever. I'm pretty sure his name is Paul. Her boyfriend. Annie panics. So what does she do? She tries to crawl through the fucking window. So while she's crawling through the window, Lindsay picks up the phone and she's like, hello. And Paul's like, hey, Lindsay, can you put Annie on the phone? She's like, no. And he's like, fucking go get her. What the fuck? So Lindsay to the rescue. Annie's fucking stuck in the window. Her leg is trapped on a shelf. Fucking terrible. She's like, please don't tell anybody. Paul starts calling back. They race to the house and Lindsay immediately picks up the phone and goes, yeah, she was stuck in the window. Here you go. So since Paul, his parents left or anything, he's going to sneak out to see Annie. So what does she do? She grabs Lindsay and fucking throws her to Lori. She's like, good luck. Peace. So she's got to go pick up Paul, right? Well, she gets to the car. It's locked. She's got to go get the keys. She comes back to the car. She doesn't realize it, but the car is unlocked. Not good. But then she gets in the car. There's a bunch of condensation on the window, and she's like, what the fuck? And then Michael he pops up, and he starts strangling her, and then he cuts her. Fucking done. Annie is done. So it cuts back to the two kids. They're watching a scary movie and stuff. Well, Tommy's like, oh, there's a good chance to scare Lindsay. So he gets in the window. He turns around, and he sees Michael carrying Annie into the house. Freaks him the fuck out. He backs up, bumps into Lindsay. They both fucking freak out. Tommy starts freaking out because of what he just saw. And Lori's like, that's it. One more peep out of you and you're dead. Anyway, so then we get to a little bit of the craziness of Loomis, right? We cut to him. He's at the Myers house. He's scouting it out. Some kids show up and they're like, okay, I'll go up to the house. You're a coward if you don't. One kid goes up and Loomis is like, hey, I have an idea. Get the fuck out of here, you kids. The kids go running, and Loomis has the most satisfying look on his face. He's like, well, he gets his up comments pretty quick. The sheriff touches him on the shoulder, and Loomis goes, ah! So the Totally Girl shows up with her boyfriend or whatever, a big guy with big glasses. He says something really weird. He says something really, really weird. So the Totally Girl, she's like, okay, this, that. And her boyfriend is like, how about this? We go inside. I tear your clothes off. You tear my clothes off. And then I tear off Lindsay's clothes. Now, Lindsay is like 5, like at most. what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? What the fuck? And she just laughs it off. She's like, haha, you're so funny. So they call Lori, and she's like, Annie had to go get her boyfriend. And they're like, sweet. So they go upstairs, and, then they start doing the thing. So they finish with the thing. The guy with glasses, he's going downstairs to, get a beer or something. And he's like, oh, someone's here playing tricks on me. I can hear super scary breathing. He checks the door, nothing. He's like, all right, come on out. He opens the next door, and Michael, he ain't fucking playing. He's not playing around. He fucking strangles him, fucking throws him up with one arm, grabs a knife, and sticks him to the door. I don't know if that's actually possible, especially with just a normal knife like that. Regardless, it's cool. I loved it. And then we get to see the little prankster side of Michael, right? So what he does, he takes the time to do this, by the way. He takes the time to cut out 2 holes in a sheet, put the sheet on, and then put on the boyfriend's glasses, and then he opens the door to the bedroom, and she's like, ha, 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 and he's just standing there, breathing and being menacing. So she's like, fuck you, I'm calling Lori. She calls Lori. Michael's like, what? Fucking, he just strangles her with the cord. And Lori's like, what are you doing, you little rascals? Hangs up. So Loomis, he's at the Myers house, right? And he's like this. He's like, I wonder what would happen if I turned around slightly. Holy shit, it's the fucking car I've been looking for all day. All he had to do was turn around. Because Michael's been parked there for 16 hours. Not 16, but whatever. A long time. He runs up. Lori's getting worried. So she goes to check out the other house. So she gets there. It's dark. It's fucking scary. She's being careful. She goes upstairs, and then fucking she opens the door because she sees light. There's her friend, Annie, dead on a bed with Judas Myers' tombstone on top of her. She's laid out. Michael took the time to fucking put a jack-o'-lantern next to her to light everything up. And Lori's obviously fucking freaked out. And do you know how heavy fucking tombstones are? Michael is so fucking strong, it's crazy. Now again, don't forget, Michael's just a little prankster. So he hid the bodies and made it so they'll fucking swing out and shit. She finds all her friends. A totally boyfriend, and then totally girl. And then you get this fucking incredible shot of Lori. She's fucking breaking down. All her fucking friends are dead. She's crying and shit. And there's a dark room next to her, and Michael's fucking face comes in. It's so cool. Oh, it's so cool. So Michael comes out in the room, and he doesn't fucking hesitate. He goes for it. He slashes her arm open. She fucking falls down the stairs as she lands on them. Fucking had to hurt. And Michael's just taking his time. He's coming downstairs. So she runs into this back room, and Michael took the time to fucking put a rake against the door so you couldn't open it. And Lori, it takes her so long to do this. It drives me crazy every time. So Michael's trying to get in the door, and he just fucking punches a hole through it and unlocks it. And he doesn't even take the time to take his arm out of the door before he comes in. He comes in, his arm is still through the door. I love that. That's really cool. And then Lori finally breaks the glass to get the door open. Why didn't you do that first thing? Whatever. I don't know. So Lori, she's running. She's outside. She's obviously fucking scared. She's hurt. She starts banging on a neighbor's door. She's like, help me. And they open the fucking window, the blinds, and they're like, no. And they shut it, right? So she runs over to the house she's babysitting at, and it cuts to fucking Michael, and he is just leisurely strolling his way over to her. Like he's having a blast. He's coming. So she grabs a flower pot and she's like, you brat, open the fucking door. I don't have my keys. He makes his way down the stairs without a care in the world. Like, why would she throw a flower pot? No, don't worry about nothing. She comes in. She's like, you fucking get up there and hide, or I'm going to kill you. So the kid obviously runs up, right? Michael's cut the phone line. Oh my gosh, what do we do? Well, Lori, she's looking around and she sees the windows open and she's like, oh, fuck. In most movies, they see the windows open and they go, why is that open? Even if something terrible's happening, they go and close it. They don't think anything of it. He can't possibly have come in through that. So she sits down at the couch. She grabs a fucking needle, right? And Michael comes over. He's like, yeah, he misses. She fucking gets him in the neck with it. Real smooth, too. Michael's like, whoa. And she's like, yeah. Michael's dead. It's over. You did it, Lori. You're the hero of Haddonfield. Well, just kidding. So she goes upstairs, and the little kids, they're like, oh my gosh, are you okay? And she's like, yeah, I just killed somebody. You're next, you brat. And they're like, what? And then Michael comes up, and he's like, I'll save you, kids. And Lori's like, yeah. No. So it takes them fucking forever to see that Michael's coming upstairs. Tommy's like, you can't kill the boogeyman. Well, there he fucking is. And Lori's like, oh, fuck. So she locks them in this room, and she's like, Michael, in there, get him. She hides in the closet. She, locks the closet and shit. Well, a closet door ain't gonna stop Michael. So he starts fucking punching his way through. And so Lori grabs a fucking metal coat hanger and she fucking unwires it. She stabs Michael in the eye. Fucking ow. Michael reasonably drops the knife. She grabs the knife. She fucking stabs him. Somehow she thinks he's fucking dead. She gets out of the closet. She gets the kids and she's like, okay, fucking leave the house and go get help. Now the kids aren't screaming. They think it's over because Michael's laying there. For some reason, when the kids leave the house, they're fucking screaming at, yeah! They're fucking booking it, right? Well, fucking Loomis, he sees the kids screaming and running, and he's like, what's that? Yeah. So he starts making his way to the house, right? Well, it cuts back to Lori, who once again thinks it's over. Michael fucking does the Undertaker. He gets his ass up, and Lori's fucking, she's whining and shit. Michael just starts attacking her. She is able to get his mask off. As Loomis is coming up the stairs, she's able to get his mask off. You see Michael's face for like one of the only times ever. He just looks like a guy for the most part. One of his eyes looked weird. Well, Loomis, fucking no hesitation, he pulls out his gun and he fucking shoots Michael. He walks into the room. You get this menacing shot. Michael's just standing there like this. So Loomis shoots him like fucking 5 more times. Michael falls out of the balcony. He hits the ground. It's over. It's over. And Lori's like, you can't kill a boogeyman. And Loomis looks at her. He's like, I guess I have a new patient now. You cut back to the balcony. Michael's gone. And then the music starts playing. It's great. It's great. I fucking loved it. All right. And that's it. All right. So let's talk about it for a second. So obviously Halloween is it's the classic. You think about Halloween movies, you think about slashers. Halloween is the one, right? It's the classic. You want to introduce somebody to slashers, you show them Halloween. You want to watch a movie on Halloween, Halloween's a great choice. Now this movie, it obviously had a very, very low budget, right? It looks like they didn't give John Carpenter any fucking money. So what does he do? He makes a fantastic movie. The sound is fantastic. The costume is fantastic. Michael's fantastic. The camera shots are fantastic, where it's as if you're a slasher itself, right? Like you're kind of stalking Laurie throughout the movie. It's fucking fantastic. What a great job. The sound is definitely what carries the movie for me more than anything else. The sound design is so good. The thunder, all of it, right? It's well timed. It's simple. It's great. So out of 10, definitely an 8 out of 10 for sure. Again, it's a classic. It's something you can rewatch. It's something once you watch it, you'll probably watch it a bunch more times throughout your life. And it set the precedence for fucking so many things. Just incredible. I loved it. I've always loved it. That's it. I'll talk to you guys later. Whatever. You know the drill. Bye.